Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our MESAT Bulletin. And we shall start with our headlines. Moscow doubts killer of ambassador was a lone wolf. Investigators seek Tunisian in Berlin market truck attack. And moving on to our details, starting with Russian ambassador's assassination. The spokesman for Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday refused to offer theories behind Monday's assassination of the Russian ambassador to Turkey. The spokesman said we shouldn't rush with any theories before the investigators establish who were behind the assassination of our ambassador. Its source mentioning that the ambassador Andrei Karlov was killed on Monday evening in front of stunned onlookers at a photo exhibition in Ankara, while the assassin Maulud Mert Altintas of Ankara's riot police squad was killed in a police operation. Moreover, on Tuesday, Russia flew a team of 18 investigators and foreign ministry officials to Turkey to take part in the probe. On to Berlin's attack, investigators hunted for a Tunisian man whose documents were found in the truck that plowed into a Christmas market in Berlin, killing 12 people and injuring 48 others. The Islamic State group has claimed responsibility for Monday's attack on the market next to the Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church in the center of the capital. Soon after, police arrested a Pakistani man, but they released him the next day, saying they did not have evidence tying him to the attack. However, several German media outlets reported on Wednesday that authorities were searching for a Tunisian man whose identification documents were found in the cab of the truck. On to Polish unrest, a bitter political standoff in Poland is dragging on, with opposition politicians vowing to continue a sit-in inside parliament through the upcoming Christmas and New Year holidays. The head of the opposition Civic Platform Party said on Wednesday that the protesting lawmakers will remain inside the parliament's main assembly hall in protest until the 11th of January, when Parliament is set to resume after a holiday break. On the other hand, the ruling Law and Justice Party said the behavior of the rebellious lawmakers is of a criminal nature and appealed to them to respect the law. And going to Mexico, the San Pablito fireworks market was stocked for the holidays and crowded with people when a powerful chain reaction explosion ripped through its stalls, killing at least 29 people. The blast ravaged the market on the outskirts of Mexico's capital, sent up a towering plume of smoke that was lit up by a staccato of bangs and flashes of light. Mexico state health officials said 72 people were being treated for injuries, including for severe burns. In some cases, over 90% of their bodies, while 10 children were among the hospitalized. But authorities have not yet said what may have caused the explosions. And moving on to Africa, security forces in Congo have killed at least 26 people, demonstrators, and arrested scores more amid protests against President Joseph Kabila's hold on power. The government said protesters burned the headquarters of the ruling party in Kinshasa. It added that 9 people had been killed in the capital, including a police officer and 2 women hit by stray bullets, while 6 men killed in looting. Meanwhile, the UN peacekeeping mission in Congo said on Wednesday it had documented 19 cases of people shot to death, 45 wounded, and a very high number of arrests in Kinshasa, Lubumbashi, Matadi, and Goma. In Addis Ababa, Ethiopia said on Wednesday it is releasing nearly 10,000 people detained under its ongoing state of emergency, but plans to charge almost 2,500 others accused of destabilizing the country. Deputy government spokesman said that 9,800 people were being freed. He also said Ethiopia has seen a tremendous change in the peace and security under the state of emergency, which is expected to end in April. From another aspect, this East African country declared the state of emergency in October after nearly a year of anti-government protests that left lots of people dead. And moving Moving on to our economic news, global stock markets were trading in narrow ranges on Wednesday after US stocks hit record levels despite attacks in Germany and Turkey. Britain's FTSE 100 was off 0.2% to reach 7,029, while Germany's DAX fell 0.1% to 11,456. France CAC 40 was 0.5% lower at 4,823. Futures for the Dow Jones Industrial Average were little unchanged at 19,905, while those for the S&P 500 index pointed down 0.9% ahead of the US Open. Meanwhile, the Shanghai Composite Index gained 1.1% to 337.43, while Tokyo's Nikkei 225 shed 0.3% to 19,444.49. And finally, sports news. Petra Kvitova's spokesman says the surgery on the two-time Wimbledon champion's left hand was successful and she is recovering. Kvitova was injured on Tuesday when a knife-wielding intruder attacked her at her home in the town of Prostyov, while the attacker is still at large. Kvitova underwent nearly 4 hours of surgery on Tuesday. From another perspective, Kvitova is expected to resume her career, but she will miss the Australian Open and a significant part of the season after damaging tendons in her left hand. She also has injuries to all 5 fingers and 2 nerves. And before ending our news, let's take another look at the most important headlines for today. Moscow doubts killer of ambassador was a lone wolf. Investigators seek Tunisian in Berlin market truck attack. And this was the end of our NISAT bulletin for today. Thank you for joining us.